Oh yeah, I got a bunch of those too. If you want to sell them, I got bigger stuff too. And we're here. Welcome to Strikeout Beer late nights. Even though you're going to catch us in the morning, we are here for a late night little beer review. We usually play clear the fridge, and then sometimes we drink some randos that we have in the fridge because we just have a little bit more to talk about. But let's cut to it. This is Strikeout Beer, your least favorite podcast. I'm Rapid Dave.
I'm Larry.
Hey, Larry. So, Larry, we were talking about fooling around earlier and what constitutes as fooling around. But first, before we get into that, let's say hi to PartyCast Network, Part-Time Nerd, Rapid Dave Streams, To Be Blunt with Peasy.
I'm so confused right now.
And this show, what we're doing right now is we're going to have a little beer. So we're going to crack them. What do you got?
So
I'm the best host ever.
Well, here's the thing. Let's just peel back the curtain a minute. We talked about, hey, what are we talking about during this episode?
Yeah, we'll get to it.
A minute before we hit live, like literally like a minute ago at this point in time, right? And you just brought up a bunch of stuff that we never said we were talking about.
Bro, I zig, I don't zag. I just...
So, whatever. We're just throwing everything out the window. Who fucking cares? So anyway, so this beer might actually kind of qualify as a clear the fridge kind of. I've probably had this beer for a couple months, but it is also because I bought it and I didn't necessarily know what I was buying.
I'm going to hit the end button and we're going to come back and we'll just say it's clear the fridge episode. Is that okay?
No. It's what the F am I doing? So I went to Kroger and you get the 6-packs for like $10 or something like that. You get a mixed 6-pack. And so I'm there and I'm grabbing beers. I'm like, ooh. And I'm grabbing beers and there's a Martin House beer. And I'm like, ooh, let me grab it. I don't know what it is, but it's Martin House. It's something to talk about, right? If there's anything about Martin House, they know how to get people talking because they're going to brew everything and anything and they don't care. And I'm right there. I go and buy it all, right? Okay. Had I looked at this beer, though, I would not have bought it. No. But I did. and now we're here. I feel like I got to sneeze.
Oh, God.
But
get to it.
I don't know if it's coming. So this beer is called Honey Bear. Okay?
I almost grabbed the honey beer from... Waxahachie. I almost grabbed it. Honey Hush. I almost grabbed Honey Hush.
So,
come on.
You know about me in my beer choices and what I like and what I don't like, right? So let me just go ahead and read this. And after I read the first 4 words, you're going to be like, why did you get that beer? Okay. Sour ale with jalapenos, pineapple, and honey.
Well, you seem to love sours. You just had a sour, but the jalapeno was a nice choice.
The sours, it depends, right?
Do you like pineapple?
I do. I do like pineapple.
You put pineapple on pizza?
No, like that.
I just had one from BJ's tonight. Yeah, I had the sweet pig.
Okay, I had some Domino's tonight. We had a little pizza party for the softball team tonight. Nice. And I had a little Domino's. We had some cheese. We had some pepperoni, some cupcakes, some Gatorades. We had a good little time. But yeah, so it's a sour ale with jalapenos, pineapple, and honey. I bought it, and then I looked at it, and I go, why did I buy it? But you know what? It is what it is. But I will say I am drinking out of my Martin House milk glass, and I absolutely love this glass.
Yeah, it's nice. It gives you old filled Coke or fountain. What is it?
The old soda shop.
Soda shop. There you go. I have Eureka Heights Fruity Haze Juice, a redundantly hazy IPA. There you go. And we've had this before, obviously, and whatnot. And when you said, you're like, hey, I've had this for a while. I go, well, damn it, I've got a ton of old beers, but I didn't want to crack them out because I seriously do have some old ass beers just sitting there. Did you freeze? Oh my God. Alan just froze. Hold on. I got to get a picture of it because it's always amazing. Dude, he's not even moving. This is awesome. Oh, there you are. I was so excited. I was
saw
so
it go
funny.
away, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll just."
You were like this. It looked like you were just waiting to talk. You were like this.
I was like, and then I saw it go black. My screen actually went black. It doesn't normally go black. But I was like, I didn't really have like I have some age stuff, but it's stuff that I've had time and time and time again.
Yeah.
And we're like, well, let's just grab a random beer. And you're like, well, I don't really have anything that's just kind of random that we don't have things planned for, right? You have age beers that are just randoms that are sitting there. But like, as far as like, hey, I just bought this beer this week, but it's just a rando that I have. We don't typically have those because when we buy beers, we plan things around them.
Right.
This was something I bought and I plan to do a Patreon video on, but I've been putting it off. I can definitely smell the jalapenos with it.
Just say it right. I don't know why you say it like that.
You're
You're trying to be a funny man.
Pin.
I think
That's how it's.
I think I chipped my tooth.
Good. That's what you get for talking S.
About
so
how you're saying the word jalapeno. If that's what it takes, I'll F it. I'll take it. F it. Boy, this is pretty good. I like this beer.
I'll tell you what. That wasn't bad.
I really do enjoy a jalapeno beer. Our guys over at OHB, they have a jalapeno Kolsch. It's the tits. It's absolutely amazing. And like when they brewed it, he knew that, one, that I love Pilsners and Kolsch's. He goes, hey man, we brewed one with jalapenos too. I was like, you got to be shitting me. So I went out there and like, man, I'm gone.
It's not a real sour.
The hell does that mean?
When I think sours, I think Martin House, I think your lips are puckering type sour. Okay. Because you have different levels of sours, right? There's other breweries that have sours and they're just kind of a little bit, they're not over the top. When I think sours in Martin House, I think over the top sour. Because typically when they go sour, they go hard, right? It's not that. You don't really have that jalapeno taste with it because I think the pineapple and the honey kind of mellow that out. I'm not really picking up like honey or pineapple. I think kind of the mix of the three flavors has created a new almost super flavor.
Oh,
that is different from them. That's actually pretty good. Like, I was super nervous about drinking this beer because, again, sour ale, jalapenos, but I think the pineapple and the honey really mellowed this out. It's not really hot. Again, I've only taken like 2 sips, but it's not really hot. It's not really sour. It's almost kind of really smooth and has a very unique taste to it.
Nice. That's good. I mean, most of the times they're not like using fresh jalapenos anyways, and those are the ones that are hot. If you're using like those pickled jalapenos or something else, you're using it for flavor of the jalapeno and not like, have you ever had a fresh jalapeno? Did I ever give you one from my garden or anything like that?
No. I've ate a fresh jalapeno twice.
Where it was crunchy.
Once to try it.
Okay.
And I said, I don't like that. And the second time was a bet. Where they're like, hey, if you eat this, I'll buy you a beer. And I said, okay.
All right.
So.
Okay. I wanted to make sure, because some people haven't, and I've grown some pretty hot jalapenos from red to green and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, there's hot ass peppers out there, and they're so damn hot that you ain't nothing you could put out, and you can have as many beers as you want. It ain't gonna put out the fire.
Well, the beer's not going to do it, right?
Yeah.
You got to do something. So you're mentioning like hot peppers and stuff, and I don't know what the pepper was, but we're at work today and we kind of had like a whole like lunch event for our department. And someone had brought these peppers that were like literally, I mean, they were like this big, these peppers.
Okay.
But they were like super hot, apparently.
Huh.
And there was one guy there that he grabbed it, and there was a few people that they had them. They were going to have them. They were going to throw them on their sandwich. Just the one small like that. And he grabbed it and goes, oh, I'll take it. And his whole thought and rationale was like, I've done the one chip thing, and it wasn't that bad. You know, he's like, but this little pepper like this, it's not gonna be. He grabbed it and pops it in there, eats it, and like 2 seconds, was like, oh no, oh no, oh no, I messed up.
Oh,
And
boy.
like instantly, I just see this, and I don't know what type of pepper it was, but I see the sweat start beating down his face and stuff like that. I was like, well, we just lost him for the day. Like,
Yeah, he's like, I gotta go home. You know,
but he fought through it and finished the day out. But like, I saw him like later in the day, he was sitting at his desk. I walked by, I was like, hey, how you doing, buddy? He goes, I'm all right, man. I'm all right. I pulled through.
It'll be worse tomorrow. It'll be worse tomorrow. That's for sure.
A boner just took the initiative and saw that he was the highest scoring team and told old man Jerry to rename his team to a friend of Dorothy.
That's oh, God. Wow. Dorothy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, going way back. Nice. So what do we got coming up this week?
Beard Laws is coming on the show.
Apparently they like the show and they like what we're putting out there on YouTube and TikTok, along with Instagram. I mean, they've just been super supportive lately, and I love what they're doing as well. The dude does a ton of like stitches. He's got a beard down to effing here,
and that's the Beard Laws. Like when you watch the show, there's like 4 guys, 3 guys, depending on the episode, and he's like, hey, I can't remember what he says his name is, Beard Laws. But he says, I'm Steve Beard Laws. He kind of runs the whole podcast. They got 2 different things. One where they react to like viral videos and stuff like that. And then another one where they talk about just stuff.
Yeah.
You know. But like I watched one episode. I want to talk to you about this. So I watched one episode and I've seen more than one, but there was one in particular that sticks out to me. And there's 4 guys there, and I don't remember all their names, but there was one guy, he's there, you know, in his house, and he's lights up a cigarette and he's smoking. And I'm watching him smoke, and I see him, he takes a cigarette, he takes a drag off the cigarette, and I never see him blow any smoke out. And I'm like at first I'm like, oh, I must have looked away, right?
Just zoo-bobbing the shit out of it.
Like I'm doing other stuff around, you know. Typically when I'm watching stuff on the TV, I'm doing other things, right? It's I've got these cards I'm going through. I'm trying to sell other stuff. I'm trying to sell. I'm doing stuff for podcasts. I'm doing work stuff. I'm doing whatever. I got a lot of crap going on, so I'll be watching stuff while I'm doing it. And I'm the first minute and a half, I don't see him doing. I'm like, okay, what the hell's going on? So I stop what I'm doing. And so now I'm like locked in and I'm watching him. I'm like, all right, well, take another puff. And I say, and then I never see him blow any freaking smoke out. And I'm like, what the is going on? Is he just not blowing the smoke out? Is it just something to do with his camera and his lighting that I just don't see the smoke?
Yeah.
Like, I'm mesmerized by it because I'm just like, where the fuck is the smoke?
Where is it? I'm watching them change out a panel in Seattle right now. The painted glass.
Oh, but yeah,
to it, yeah.
Like that. It was one of their Triple T episodes, the ones where they react to the videos and things like that. And I'm watching. I'm just like, motherfucker, where the fuck is the smoke? Never saw it. Saw this guy go through a couple cigs.
And never saw any blow out of there. Oh God.
So I don't know what the heck's going on. So that's one thing I'm going to bring up Wednesday when he's on the show. I don't know if it's just the Beard Laws guy, just the main guy joining us, or if he's bringing some of his friends with him. We don't know. We have no idea. Yeah. We said, hey, you guys want to be on the show? He said yes. So we'll see what we get on Wednesday. But I'll tell you what we're going to have. We're going to have a great time.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be fun. 7 p.m. 7 p.m. we get started Central Time, and then he's going to join us at 7:30 Central Time. He's actually on another podcast and then bouncing over to ours. So he's hitting all the – he's on the tour. Yeah, he's on the tour. He's going to hang around with us till about 8 o'clock where we make our picks of the week, and then we'll go from there. But and we'll bid him adieu. A good night,
day, sir. A good
and
day.
we'll finish up our show, do our mid-show beer chug, be back for the late night beer review, and or just late night shenanigans is what it is now. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. All right, let's slam these things. We're at 15 minutes.
Okay. So you haven't told us anything about yours. So tell me something about it. Tell me what you got, little mama.
I did. I said Eureka Heights Fruity Haze Juice, a redundantly hazy IPA, 6.5% alcohol by volume. This hazy IPA is packed with a financially irresponsible amount of hops, double dry hop to create a tropical and fruity aroma that would impress even the haziest of bros. Eureka Heights Brew, Houston, Texas. I got this while I was down in Galveston.
Right. When I said you haven't told us anything, yeah, you regurgitated what's on the can, but I'm talking about like your thoughts, your opinions, your hopes, your dreams about the beer.
Well,
You
I
tell us
gotta
that.
you gotta identify the can and give you the specs first, right? So for me, this is one of the it's very, very juicy, right? It's hazy. I'm not trying to be like I'm done with hazy beers. I'm done with a certain style of hazy. The juicy ones, I'm very much still a part of, and I really enjoy these beers.
Right.
And this one is very juicy. It's redundantly juicy, hazy haze juice. But anyway, really, I mean, the can art is what drew it off the channel. You got like almost like the not the or not the was it the Kool-Aid man, not the Kool-Aid man.
Yeah.
But he's pouring a little bit into the hop.
Right.
And they're out of Houston. I was in Galveston. I was like, I got to grab some beers that I don't have back home. And this is a beer that I've never seen around here. So I was like, you know what? Let me grab a sixer of this. We've gone through it. And but yeah, it's very good. It's a good beer. So if you can get your hands on it, I suggest you try it. And then hey, you know what? In the comments, tell me if you've had it and if you liked it. And if you haven't liked it, you're a liar because you're, or maybe you don't know what you're talking about, or maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
You sit on a throne of lies.
Yeah. That's one of the things I kind of tell everybody about when I'm like drinking all these beers. I go, I'm not a beer expert. I just like drinking beer.
Just tell you what I like.
I might like this. I might like that. That's why I don't rank anything anymore. I tell you, I give you a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And that's my guide that I provide to the rest of the world saying, yeah, I like this beer. Or I don't like this beer. So whether you line up with my thoughts and my, taste buds, that's on your own.
And even outside of that, like I'll drink a beer style that I'm not necessarily a fan of. And I'm going to say, hey, you know what? This wasn't for me, but if you like XYZ, this is the beer for you. And you've done the same thing, right? Mm-hmm. I will say, like with my beer, with Honey Bear, I was shocked that I actually really like this beer. It's not something I'm going to go out and buy more of. But if someone says, hey, do you want this? Yeah, I'll have it. You got
to get away from those beers that we're like, I'm terrified of spiciness, or I'm terrified of, because most of the time they're not putting the heat in there. We've had a couple hot beers where they had some heat towards the end. It was just kind of sitting there.
I still have one of those Scorpion beers.
Yeah.
From Hoppin's thing.
I like them. But yeah, for me, it's a thumbs up. My beer, fruit haze juice. Absolutely. Thumbs up.
Honey Bear, go get you some. Plus the can art is just, I love this can.
He's like licking the other bear.
You got the jalapeno bear licking the honey bear while pineapple bear is trying to get in on that action too.
Oh, geez.
You know what the aftermath of this can is? The Eiffel Tower.
Oh boy.
It's happening. Boom. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining us. As always, I'm Alan.
Rapid Dave.
Talk to you guys later. Deuces.